Welcome, I'm Alex. Strap in. We're diving deep into a breathtaking adventure together, an adventure that has profoundly transformed my perspective. Picture a vibrant, stunning morning, the first beams of light just piercing the skyline, bathing everything in a warm, golden radiance. That morning, the mountains, in all their majestic, regal grandeur, seemed to call out to me, beckoning me to decipher their cryptic mysteries. My heart throbbed with an overwhelming desire to venture beyond the known, to uncover new wonders. This desire was a flame, stoking my resolve to step out of my comfort zone, to embrace the enigma. A wave of unfiltered exhilaration swept over me, a sensation so intense it was almost palpable. Being an innate adventurer, I responded to this seductive summons of the mountains, this irresistible appeal of the untamed wilderness. The bewitching pull of the unknown, the rush of entering uncharted lands, drew me in, and I found myself standing at the doorway of the vast, wild expanse, blissfully ignorant of the trials and tribulations that were to follow. With the pulse of an explorer throbbing in my veins, I ventured into the wilderness, prepared for whatever the journey had in store for me. I was keenly aware that this expedition wouldn't be a walk in the park. The very thought of it sent tremors of fear and anticipation rushing through my body. Little did I realize then that this journey, this adventure, would change me in ways I couldn't possibly imagine. Unconscious of the hurdles that awaited me, I dove headfirst into the wilderness, captivated by the enchanting charisma of the mountains and the nerve-wracking allure of the unknown. Our journey commenced on a radiant morning, as each sunbeam wove its way through the lush green canopy overhead, creating a tapestry of light and shadows on the forest floor. Each beam of light was akin to a spotlight, painting an amphitheater of nature's magnificent design. The majestic trees swayed rhythmically in the morning breeze, reaching up to graze the sky, each one a living testament to the relentless march of time. Every leaf, every branch, every stone underfoot unveiled an awe-inspiring spectacle of nature's grandeur. Roaming over the weathered stones, stepping over moss-laden logs, the damp scent of earth filled my senses, while echoes of a symphony composed of chirping birds and rustling leaves created a serene background score. The entire scene was punctuated by the occasional distant roar of a river, reminding me that I was merely in this primordial world. In the beginning, I cherished my solitude, lured further into the forest by the enticing promise of unexplored beauty. But as I ventured deeper, the reality of my situation dawned on me. The dense undergrowth and the complex maze quickly swallowed the traces of my path. The once friendly wilderness now seemed like a gigantic, inscrutable labyrinth. A chilling realization took hold of me. I was lost, utterly alone in the heart of the wilderness. The forest, initially a host of tranquility, had transformed into a threatening maze, adding an element of suspense and a sense of impending danger to my once joyous escapade. At first, the unsettling feeling was just a whisper, something I dismissed with a nonchalant shrug. I was certain I could navigate my way back. However, my momentary disorientation swiftly transformed into an engulfing fog of dread, an icy chill gripping my orientation. The forest, once a comforting, familiar sanctuary, started to dissolve into a bewildering swirl of emerald and umber, causing my heart to hammer relentlessly within my chest. Sweat trickled down my face, a chilling testament to my escalating anxiety. The forest, once teeming with life and vibrancy, twisted into a sinister labyrinth, its shadows deepening, its sounds alien. Time seemed to distort, the seconds stretching into minutes merging into hours, and with each passing moment, I was drawn deeper into the unfathomable void of the unknown. The forest, once my haven of happiness, now loomed like a monstrous beast ready to engulf me. The passage of time was marked not by the usual ticking of a clock, but by the chilling alteration in the forest's essence, its welcoming greenery now shrouded in a cloak of menacing gloom. The symphony of the forest's avian inhabitants, which once soothed my spirit, was replaced by a deafening silence that echoed my creeping terror. The rustling foliage underfoot whispered chilling secrets, sending a ripple of fear up my spine. The forest morphed from a trusted companion to an enigmatic stranger, serene facade concealing unfathomable secrets. Shadows stretched menacingly around me, engulfing me within a harmony of fear and uncertainty. As dusk descended, a surge of panic threatened to engulf me. The comforting light of day was usurped by an endless abyss of night. I stumbled blindly, desperately seeking refuge, tripping over gnarled roots that seemed to clutch at me like skeletal fingers, stumbling over jagged rocks conspiring to halt my frenzied escape. Each passing second fed the beast of fear gnawing within me, threatening to devour my bravery. Memories of home, of my soft bed and the warmth of my family felt like echoes from a forgotten dream. I longed for comforting sounds of laughter, the inviting smell of my mother's cooking, the solace provided by my father's comforting words. The forest's intense silence was a harsh juxtaposition to the symphony of love and comfort I had left behind. Huddled under a rocky outcrop, a lone, oppressive darkness, my heart pounded against my ribcage, a thunderous echo of my terror. Tears blurred my vision, and a tidal wave of fear, loneliness, and despair threatened to snuff out the remaining embers of my courage. How had my adventurous spirit led me into such a nightmarish ordeal? However, even as despair clawed at me, a glimmer of hope remained. I refused to surrender to fear. I clenched my fists, the biting wind against my skin a reminder of the battle I was about to wage. With the determination of a battle-hardened warrior, my hands trembled, but my spirit steeled. I vowed to survive, come what would. Days bled into nights as I grappled in a solitary war against the relentless forces of the wild, battling to hold my ground in this callous wilderness. Each new dawn marked the beginning of a fresh challenge, a novel impediment I had to conquer to witness the next sunup. The relentless jungle tested my tenacity and ingenuity to the limits. I rummaged for sustenance, pursuing small prey and foraging for wild berries, with hunger frequently gnawing at me. The icy, clear water from the mountain rivulets provided respite to my dry throat, although it left my lips and tongue partially numb. Innumerable hours were spent fashioning crude shelters from fallen branches and broad leaves, their meager structures offering little to no safeguard against an impromptu showers. The close of each day unveiled a chilling cold, and a sky besprinkled with a million stars, each silently bearing witness to my plight. Every sunrise invigorated my resolve and brought with it a flicker of hope, transforming my struggle into an adventure, my survival into a thrilling tale of human tenacity. Just when all seemed lost, my strength fading into the frosty ether, I found myself teetering on the brink of despair and hope. I was a lone figure in an endless forest, the biting wind screaming through the twisted trees, each breath I took materializing into a ghostly cloud in the biting cold. My heartbeat drummed in my chest, a lone echo reverberating in the oppressive stillness of the wilderness. The icy fingers of terror slithered up my spine, threatening to engulf me whole. Yet, in this abyss of despair, a faint murmur arose, quite startlingly. It was the sound of distant voices, whispering through the tree branches, their words becoming more distinct with every passing moment. A rush of adrenaline ignited within me as the realization of potential rescue lit the horizon of my hopes. The rustling leaves, the murmuring wind, the entire forest seemed to pulse with a sudden life. The fear, the anticipation, the relief, it all merged into a single tear that plowed its way through the dirt on my face. Then, like the glorious morning sun rising after a night of terrifying darkness, a rescue team materialized from the forest's shadows. Their figures, faint in the diminishing light, emanated a powerful hope, their arrival marking a dramatic climax, a sudden, unexpected beacon in my darkest hour. Upon arriving home, I was swallowed by a tempest of emotions, joy, relief, and a profound sense of gratitude that brought me to my knees. Familiar faces of my family and friends provided a balm for the battle wounds of my soul, their love weaving a quiet tapestry of healing. Nestled into the embrace of my own bed that night, with the gentle hum of home echoing around me, I felt a profound shift within my very core. The grueling adventure had left its indelible mark on me, reshaping the very essence of my being. The lingering scars weren't just signs of a bygone ordeal. They were badges of honor celebrating my fortitude, resilience, and relentless determination. As sleep lured me into its peaceful abyss, I held a solemn vow close to my heart, to savor every fleeting moment, to meet life's diverse adventures with unwavering courage and heartfelt gratitude, and to etch the invaluable lessons learned during that mountainous journey into the deepest recesses of my soul.